Sazamli mi ba se thalu nam to bibulu ju na me kar
Kuzangpala and welcome to her story. Our guest for today is a popular female singer who's won many awards. She's not only a singer, she's an actor, producer, and a pranic healer. She is none other than Dechen Pem. Yes. First of all, if you can tell us something about your family, where you were born.
I was born in Paro, but I'm actually from Nobgang Talupunaka. So I'm the eldest in the family. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
What about your early education? So where did you get your early education?
I studied in Punaka High School. That time it's called Punaka Central School. So I started my education there only from class 1 till 10. So I couldn't continue from there since I had to do I had lots of problems, and then I had to face lots of family problems. So that's why I couldn't continue my studies from class 10.
What kind of problems?
Not problems also, but it's the choices. So when I was 13 years only, my father passed away. So actually I'm from a very simple and humble family. So my mom, she's not educated, and then I had 2 brothers, 2 sisters. They all were very small when my father passed away. So then I thought that if I continue with my studies only, then my family will face lots of problems. So that's why I made a choice that I study till class 10 and then go for teacher training, and so that I can be helpful to my family. So that was the choice I made that time. So, and I did it also.
Yes.
I did till class 10, and then from there I went for teacher training college. Then I became a teacher.
Losing a father at the age of 13 must have been very difficult.
Yeah, it was difficult, but I was not that, I was quite young also, 12 years old. And I didn't know anything much about that, all the feelings, all the emotional feelings, all the sadness. But of course that since I got lots of attachment with my father, so when my father passed away, so I had to think lots of things. So many. At the age of 12 only, I started thinking that now I should drop my school, and then I should go to stay in the village with my mom, so that I can be helpful to her, and then I can support my brother and sisters. So that was the choice I made that time. It was really difficult.
Yes, but you still managed to.
Yeah, still then, that one I discussed with my mom, and even my mom wanted to take me out from the school. So I've decided also, but maybe a blessing came that time. Ajipida and Gopagindoji, and I'm related to them. So she didn't want me to drop from the school. So she said that she's going to do everything for me, all the financials, and then all the support that she wanted to give it to me, that I shouldn't drop from the school, I should continue with my studies. So that's how. Then what I am today is all because of Ajipida and Gopagindoji, and I'm so thankful to them. So I should say they are like my godmother and godfather. So I'm here because of them only today.
Yes. And while you were growing up, did you ever think that you were going to be a singer?
Yes. During my childhood only, I used to sing a lot. Then I used to act, and then I used to make all my friends sit down, and then they used to watch my songs while I sing. And then I used to act in front of them. I used to tell lots of stories. So from the age 12, 10 only, I used to sing. So in the school also, we used to have lots of singing competition that time. So that time I was in class 2. So we had a singing competition, and I joined. So I even got the award also from that.
Yes.
Till class 10 I got the award. So I also remember one time that My father, he used to like my voice, and he always used to, he asked me to sing all the time. And whenever we travel, then I sing for him, and he used to listen. And then he used to say, Dechen Pem, my daughter, one day you'll grow up to one of the best singer in the country, and I should say that. He used to say like that. So I can still remember him saying that.
Yes, I'm sure he must be very proud of you from above. You went on to being a teacher. So how long did you serve and where was your first posting?
After graduating from Paro TTC, I was given in the placement in Timpu Jimiloso Primary School. There I served almost for 13 years. 13 years of teaching experience I had.
And you were also pursuing a career in singing. So was it difficult balancing your singing career and your job?
Yeah, that when I joined my teacher, I didn't start my singing like that. Only after joining the teacher, then after 1 year, then I got an offer by Sitendorji and Nolingda Ugindoji. Since Sitendorji was my classmate, he knows all about my story that I sing in the school like that. So he introduced me to Noling Ugindoji, and then from that time they have given me chance.
Yes.
So that's how I've started my singing career from that time, and it was side by side. So daytime I used to go to school, teach, then evening I have to give tuitions. I had to really manage my time. Then recording time also, I take time and manage my time, and then I go for recordings. I used to get lots of recordings, so tough and so difficult time at that time. Teaching, recording, looking after the family, doing everything.
I mean, how did you meet your husband, like, and how many children do you have?
I got married at the age of 23. Then I have 2 children, a son and a daughter. I met my husband in my school only.
Yes. So it was a love marriage.
It was a love marriage.
Yes.
And
Yes. And I know you did say it was difficult managing, your family. So was there anybody helping you while, you were doing recording and?
there was nobody to help me. In fact, my brothers and sisters were small. They were young also, and then I don't have a father, and mom, she doesn't know anything. And it was really difficult for me to manage. Still then I managed. There was nobody to encourage me and support me also. So from the childhood only that I used to encourage myself only. So that time also when I had all those things to like teaching, recording, looking after the family and everything, then I used to encourage myself only. If I don't do all these things, then uh, my family and my children won't be having a good life. So that's keeping that in my mind. I have to be strong. I shouldn't give up. So keeping that in my mind, then I went forward, facing all the problems, challenges. I could manage it.
Mhm. And did your husband ever complain about, you spending more time with your music?
Oh, never. He really supported that.
Yes.
I used to go for recordings. Most of the time, I would be in the studio recording, and he was very supportive in that.
Yes.
And we are right now also we are very good friends, and we really support each other.
So you're not together anymore?
We are not together anymore. We are
No.
divorced almost now for 16 years.
Yes. How old were your children when you were going through the divorce?
My son was 8 years old, and my daughter was 4 years old.
Explain to them that, your mom and dad are going to be separated. How did you have to explain to them at all?
They were quite young, and they wouldn't understand anything about it. So I didn't explain also. I showed through my love and action that I didn't give up, even after the divorce. The divorce was so painful. So I also, that time, I thought of giving up my life. I thought of giving up everything, and then I was so emotionally down. So I thought of, I even started to drink also that time. I tried to drink, but again I thought, okay, just now if I drink, then I'll be very addicted to that, so that I cannot be helpful to my parents, my children. I can't help them. I won't be so helpful to them. So thinking that in my mind, then I said, no, I shouldn't do this. I should uh, get that inner strength to face any type of problems. So that's how I manage myself. I just encouraged myself. It's all in the mind, the thoughts, that if we give positive thoughts, positive energy to ourselves, then the reaction will be positive only. So though it's very difficult, I really managed. Yeah, even though we are divorced, but still then I'm very thankful to my ex-husband, Kilinamge, because why? He didn't give me any stress for looking after my children. All the financial were done by him only, till now. So in that way, he's very supportive and very kind, and he's keeping in touch with his children also. So that way, that I'm very thankful to him.
We're very glad that you did not start drinking and you've come out of it. So let's go back to your singing career now. So would you remember the first song that you sang?
The first song I sang was Sho Sho, and it is produced by Noling Dayan, Mr. Ugendoji, and Sitin Doji, the music director, was my schoolmate, and he was the one who introduced me to Noling Dayan. So he just offered that song to me. So that time I was not so much used to the like music also, even the rhythms. They were so difficult. I couldn't follow the like drum beats and all, guitar beats, everything. No, it was so new for me, because I've been singing only without the music only. So that song I had quite tough time to record also. Sometimes I used to go fast, and then sometimes music comes late. So it really took some time for me to record that song, and I was quite nervous and not 100% sure also how would the song come out after the recording. So, but finally, after recording, after the song came out, all the viewers, the listeners, the public, they really liked that song. So from that from that day, my singing career started.
Yes. And did you think you would have a career in singing back then? Because everybody wanted a 9-to-5 job back then. And singing was not actually a career. And you left your teaching career to become a singer. So did you think that, you would leave your job?
From singing and film, acting, it was my passion, and it was my wish to become a singer from the childhood only. I never thought that I would become a teacher, but I made the decision only when I passed away from class 10. So the reason why I left teaching is we have to make one choice from the two. So that time it was very difficult for me to adjust and manage, because teaching has to be done in such a way that we don't get much time. We have to give lots of time in teaching. We have to prepare teaching materials, do lesson planning, so many things. Then I have housework, like looking after the family, children, and then recording, all it came together. So I thought that I should choose one so that I can give my proper time, and then, so that's how I land up in film industry and singing career.
And how long has it been that you left your job?
13 years of experience of teaching. Now it has been almost 17 years since I left the job.
So 5 years as a professional singer.
Yes.
Then would you remember how many songs you've sang?
I think now I really can't remember nicely, but I sang more than 1,000 songs in the films and in the audio.
Would you have any favorite song of yours that you enjoy singing over and over again?
Actually, I don't practice that much also, and I don't listen to songs that much also. That's very funny part of me. But I have so many my favorite songs, but among them it's one of the song from the Four Friends, Nam Tombi Bule.
So how many awards have you won till now?
6 awards I got continuously.
Continuously?
Yes.
Wow.
It started in 1998.
98 and it went on till 96. Less. And you also produced your own film.
Yes, I produced 5 films together till now. My first production was Sergilla.
Sergio.
Yes.
Less. And I think a lot of people know about that. So, how did you jump from singing to producing? What motivated you?
The singing and producing, they are together. So, the same profession. So, it has no problem for me. So, recording and producing is completely different, like different timing. So, when I want to produce a movie, I plan and then I give more time to the producing the movie. And the recording the songs, it takes only 10-15 minutes, so it doesn't affect much. So I could do it.
Wow, 10-15 minutes
10
to
to
record
15
a song.
minutes. The producers, they come with a new song and the lyrics. That in the studio, I used to learn all the song also and the lyrics, and then after that, I practice for 10 minutes. Then I record the song.
Wow. You've also acted in movies. How many movies have you acted?
Actually, I'm not a full actor. It started like that during my production of movies, that some roles are needed to be. So I took that small part of role, just a supporting role, small role. Want to sing 4-5 scenes like that. It started like that, and I did few in 2-3 movies, like small roles. And last year I played the role as Anime Ande.
Less. Less. Okay. And do you have any future projects which are coming up? Any new movies that you're planning to work on?
Just now, it's been almost 4 years now that I didn't produce any movies, that I just gave time to myself. I thought that till that time I have given time to others only. So then finally I thought that I should give time to myself also. So that was the time that I've decided that I'll give more time to myself, like go for meditation, do some spiritual practices, do yoga, breathing exercise. Then I did it also. I didn't plan to make movies also. Then I didn't record songs also. I just gave time. Almost now 3-4 years I've been giving time to myself.
Less.
I practice a lot.
Less. And we also know that you've completed all the courses and the levels of pranic healing. So tell us something about pranic healing. Like, who introduced you to pranic healing?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm a pranic healer also. It was introduced by the Queen Mother, Dechen Pem, and the courses were taken in YDF. So Dechen Pem, she gave me she is the one who encouraged me to take the course of pranic healing, and then I took the course also. I finished all the courses.
Yes.
Even the teacher's certificate, teacher's course I have been taken in the pranic healing. So now it has been almost 7th year of me as a pranic healer.
Okay, and what are some of the benefits of pranic healing?
Pranic healing now is very difficult to explain also. It's such a beautiful thing. It has to do something with the energy. We have the physical body as well as the energy body. The pranic healing is something, it's a combination of science and spiritual, these two combination together. And we have to deal with the energy body. So when we heal the energy body, the physical body gets healed automatically. So this is called pranic healing. The courses are given in the YDF we have the girls giving classes there also. I used to teach also, 2-3 classes I taught pranic healing. So it's such a beautiful thing that if you take the course, then the people think that by being a pranic healer that we have to heal others all the time. It isn't like that. If you become a pranic healer, you become positive by yourself only. So it's such a beautiful thing that it really changes our life. And it really changed my life also. Before I joined pranic healing, I used to get lots of stress, tension. I used to think a lot. I don't talk to people. My face was dark, and I used to get lots of pain on my shoulders. Then after joining the pranic healing, slowly, but not fast, so some new changes came into me. That I became positive. My attitude, my thinking, everything started to become something new and positive.
And how long is the course like? The first pranic healing course. Can anybody just walk into YDF and
Yes,
register?
la. Everybody is welcome. La. It's that now the course, the basic pranic healing course is only for 2 days. La. So advanced pranic healing course, 2 days, 3 days, something like that. La.
It's very short.
Yeah, it's very short and very effective. And when people take the course, after the course, people really change. La. And they used to tell us also, oh my God, thank you so much that we took the course, and it's such a beautiful thing. Now we feel so different. That's what we get all the views from the people who took the course.
And, you do a lot of meditation. How often do you go for meditation?
So whenever I have time, I go to the temples, I go to the lagangs. There I stay almost, sometimes I stay for 1 month, and sometimes I stay for 2 weeks. Most of the time, whenever I have time, I always go for my...
Which was the furthest place that you've been to?
It was in Bumrila, opposite to Dechen Pem.
Yes.
I stayed there for 3 weeks. It's such a beautiful place. And then I stayed in Parotaksang for 1 month, 2 weeks.
Yes,
So
yes.
like that, short trips, like spiritually.
Yes. So do you go alone, or do you have a group of friends that...
I go alone. It's
yes.
good to go alone, so that we will not waste time. That we can pray more, we can do more practices, we can do more practice.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is no disturbance.
Yes.
If we have a friend, then we'll end up talking, Again, then there's no use of going there.
Yes. And you're also a part of the reality show Voice. So how did that journey happen?
Oh, the reality, the Voice of Bhutan.
Yes, the Voice of Bhutan.
I also did, I worked with Kincho Andi also in Duke Superstar. And I just got an offer from Chinchu Doji, an actor. So he asked me to come, since he acted in my movies, in most of the movies, he used to act in my movies. So when offer came to me, and I always think of him as my brother,
Nice.
and he's such a nice person. No? So when the offer came to me, I couldn't say no, so just signed the agreement. So this is my second time working with him.
So you are one of the most successful singer that we know in Bhutan. So what do you think are some qualities that a woman should have to become as successful as you?
Thank you so much for that, though I'm not that successful one also. But from my point of view, a woman should have, she should have faith in herself. She should respect herself first. And then she should have faith in God and follow the law of karma. And then just care for her physical body also. This is what's important for me as being a woman.
Yes,
And women should never give up, since women has so much potential in them. No? So if women were given a chance, then women can do anything. So to become a successful woman, if they have all these qualities, like I don't know what others' point of view being like that woman, but from my point of view, it's like that.
Yes.
A woman should be very strong, and even though they don't get any supports or encouragement from others also, they have to have faith in themselves, and then they should face all the challenges and then move forward.
Yes.
And then, of course, one has to be very good in, in the social life also. Even take care of your, you shouldn't go around mix with all this drinking, dancing, going to the parties, giving more times in the social life. No. Women should keep in mind that woman is the main important source person in the home, in the family, in everything. If the woman is very strong, then everything becomes very stable. That's what I think.
Yes. Yes. And I know you've already given out advices to the women out there, but any last word for our viewers who are watching this show, and for people who want to follow their career in your footsteps?
My advice is for the women, especially for the young girls also, never ever give up, and then just have faith in yourself, be strong, and have faith in God, and respect the elders, and then face the challenges, and move forward lah. Never ever give up lah. That's it lah.
Thank you so much for taking your time and talking to us. And for our viewers, I hope you enjoyed listening to Dechen Pem's story. Just before we wind up, let's check out what are her 5 favorites.
My favorite color is blue. From the Buddhist movies, Chibikul. My favorite song is Namtombi Bhule. My favorite dish is Buddhist Imadasi and Imakamsu. My favorite singer is Lata Mangeshkar. I give more time in my prayers. Like I do lots of prayers in the morning, evening. Whenever I have time, I do lots of prayers because I believe in prayers and they do miracles, and I have so much faith in my God. The second thing is I do yoga, meditation, and I do lots of breathing exercise whenever I have time. So these are very important for me. I'm a very good cook. Then I can cook Indian, Nepali, even Chinese. I really love cooking, and I enjoy cooking and I really get that pleasure when I cook and then give it offer to the people. When they enjoy my food, I really get that satisfaction in me. I love it. I'm a very understandable mother. I never scold them also, but I give lots of advice and I show them good examples. So in that way, whatever I say to them, they listen and they are well disciplined. I love nature. And I love going to the forest and all to the higher places where I can spend more time, enjoying the view, listening to the birds, and then feel myself connected with the nature and visit the temples. Would you rather live in a cave or live in a tree house? This is the question. I would live in a cave because from my point of view, living in a cave is something very peaceful and very positive also, and safe also. And on the tree, it's not safe. So I would rather be in the cave. Would you rather never have to clean a bathroom again or never have to do dishes again? I think I have to clean my bathroom rather than if I given a choice, I should keep my bathroom clean. Because if you keep the bathroom toilets clean, then it will give you that positive energy. That's it. Would you rather live without the internet or live without AC and heating? I would live without the internet, I would say that. Because internet is not that important for me now. So I would like to have AC, and whenever it is hot, to have AC is very good. And then whenever I feel cold, and then put up that heat, and that will give me more energy and positive energy. When we get positive energy, we feel good, and when we feel good, everything becomes good. So that's why I can live without the internet. I would prefer AC and heating. I'm just an ordinary person, humble and simple, and then I'm very positive, and I take everything positively. So I'm hardworking, and I don't give up. I love cooking. I really love cooking, and I know almost how to cook all the dishes. Then I love nature. I would love to go in the forest, on the mountains, stay there, just enjoy the nature. This is one of my favorite. And the other one is I just like being at home, cleaning, and read books, listen to music.